Just approach her, bro. She's not a dragon, but she might just breathe fire. But that's okay, because today we're gonna F anxiety so damn hard, and we're gonna eliminate your social anxiety. You're scared, your fear of girls, your low confidence, and gooning yourself to sleep every night. And the first thing I want to ask you is, you're in the park, you see a beautiful girl, the birds are singing, the flowers are blooming, every tree has leaves on the tree, and the sun is shining. It's perfect, the stars are aligned. Would you approach? Be honest with yourself. Are you going to go up to this girl and say hi? All you need to say is hey. And even if you do, are you going to be coherent? Are you going to say the right things? Are you going to be confident in your approach? Or are you going to have anxiety? Let's be honest, you probably will. But today we're going to eliminate that. Because you want a life of abundance. You want a life where you can meet women, take them to nice places, go on dates, have social life, have social experiences with friends, go to nice places, be confident, be the guy that you want to be. Look at this kiss on the cheek. Like, you want to be that kind of guy that has those experiences. And to be honest, the first thing I want to say before I say any of this is, you can do what you want. You can listen to this, you can be an incel, you can do what you want, you can literally do anything. You have the freedom to choose what you want to do. So whether you're going to listen to anything I say in the video or not, that's on you. But the fact is, you'd rather stay how I was. You'd rather stay how I used to be. And this is how it was. I was awkward as hell. As a kid, always been awkward. Never been able to be the first one to speak. Never been able to be confident in anything I said. If I had an idea, I'd have the right answer in school. I just wouldn't say it. The teacher asked me what 10 plus 10 was. I never put my hand up, essentially. My hand never went up. I never had the right mindset going into any situation socially. And I had no effort, you know? Throughout my life, I just had no effort. I was sponsored by Victoria's Secret. That's how big my breasts were. I was 8 months pregnant, ready to give birth in a few months. My midwife, I had her on the phone. No effort, just fap, goon, TikTok, fap, Reddit, TikTok, goon, fap, Reddit, TikTok, goon, on a cycle. And Instagram baddies, like looking up Instagram baddies, that's all it was. And I was watching the Powerpuff Girls, not the ones you probably watched, the ones on Cartoon Network, the trifecta, the trio, the best trio, the Powerpuff Girls. That's what I was watching, you know. If you know these, then you know. And just being lonely. Just playing Fortnite, League of Legends. The only contact with women I had was from League of Legends. Ari, Sona, you know the characters. That was it. Or the Fortnite characters, the Fortnite skins. The game, just the achievements in the game. Never really having any fulfillment. And I didn't want that anymore, and you probably don't either. But before you get the chicks, the beautiful chicks, the ones you want, let's bust some myths. Instead of busting the nuts that you were doing to the Powerpuff, the Cartoon Network Porncuff girls, you need to bust some myths and delusions that you might have in your mind. And the first one is that you're always going to be nervous. Now you need to bust that idea that you're going to be confident. You're going to get confident approaching people. You're going to just become some kind of anxiety beater. You're never going to be nervous. And the fact is, you're always going to be nervous. Cristiano Ronaldo, the football player, scored 170 out of 200 penalties. He's one of the best penalty takers of all time in football. You think he's not nervous before every shot he takes? When it's all on the line for his team to win? He's always damn nervous, and his success rate is amazing. Like, out of 170 women you approach, you won't be, out of 200 women, you won't be getting 170 numbers. Or even, they'll even say no, reject you. Your numbers won't be as good as that, but you'll be nervous. You're always going to be nervous, and that's fine. That's part of the game, honestly. And you should be excited. That nervous feeling should be like a dopamine hit. That's what you're going to find by the end of this video. And the second delusion you must bust is that you're a shy in person. So you should just go on dating apps. You know, I'm a shy in person. Let's go on dating apps. What is your success on dating apps, bro? Look, you want to stand out. You don't want to be every other guy dating app sliding up in DMs on Instagram. You don't want to be that kind of guy. So if you want the best bang for your buck, you're going to approach in person, and you're going to find better quality people in person. Dating apps can be good. They can be useful. You probably should, if you really want a relationship or some kind of interaction, you probably should be on both. But your effort should be definitely towards in real life approach and social interaction to actually build yourself. The next thing is, you don't need confidence to take action. Now, most people are gonna try to, build confidence through different things, through the gym, through nofap, through healthy eating, through meditating, getting confident in other ways. That's not how it works. Confidence isn't what makes you do the action. Just taking action makes you get confidence. In fact, you get comfortable, not confidence, comfort. Essentially, the more action you take, the more confidence you get, the more comfort you get in those situations. And the truth is, you're probably one of these. You're probably either the gooner, but you want to change. You're beating your meat every night. You want to change. You want some real love, some real interaction. You don't just want to be a loser for the rest of your life. That's the first archetype you might fit into. Or maybe you have untapped potential. You don't believe in yourself. You don't see yourself as worthy. All the girls walking around, you go to the park, the beautiful girls sitting there, you just think, damn, I'm not worthy of her. I haven't done enough. I haven't gained enough muscle. I don't have enough wits about myself. I'm not smart enough. But the fact is, you just don't have proof. Like, you have no proof. Your whole life you've been told that you're the nervous guy, the awkward guy. You can't get girls. You're a loser. What? The only girl you got left you cheated on you. And that's just what it is. That's part of the game. But you have untapped potential, but you believe that you're not worthy, and that potential isn't there. You haven't reached it, even though it's sleeping, it's dormant, and the real you is gonna come out. Or maybe you're the I give up guy. Maybe you're the doomer. Maybe when the game is over and you can retry, you press no. You don't try again. You don't have another attempt. You approach one girl, one rejection. She says no, ew. I have a boyfriend, and that's it. That's all you do. You go to a group of friends that are guys. They don't really mess with you, and that's it. I'm just gonna play League of Legends and beat my meat. You can't do that. You must have some level of authority about your life, and you need to go back out there in the field and do what you need to do. Now, you might even fall into all three of these archetypes, to be honest with you. Like, you could be a gooner with untapped potential and you're giving up. But let's get you out of these mindsets. And the first thing I'm going to do to get you out of that is stop trying to stand out. You're already standing out. And that's because 45% of men have never approached a woman. And of those 45, how many of those stopped at one? How many of those gave up when they got rejected once and said, nah, screw this? How many guys worked on themselves to get there? How many of these guys work on themselves every day? They get rejected. But you know what? Nah, I go to the gym. I'm eating healthy. I'm fasting. I'm getting leaner and getting shredded. Improving the way I talk. Improving the way I walk. Improving my style. Who does that? How many of these 45% guys do that? And how many guys find strength in failure? How many guys are acting regardless of the outcome? Acting regardless of what happens to them? The failure, it fuels them. Damn, I'm expecting her to reject me. But look, most guys aren't doing that. So if you have 45% of guys, the real amount is probably at 20%. Even 10% have all these things. They've approached a woman, they keep approaching, they work on themselves, and the failure doesn't really bother them because they've become accustomed to it. And the fact is, you're doing something that so little men do. Most men just are gym cells. The gym's great, but that's all they do. That's their personality. They're binging Netflix, which, again, Netflix watching a show is not bad. SpongeBob is fire. Squidward's my guy. But look, you can't just be doing that. That's all they're doing. So what are you going to talk about with women? What are you going to talk about with friends? What kind of guy are you portraying yourself as? And binging the gaming. And games is fine. I'll smack you at FIFA. I'll 1v1 you at Call of Duty, bro. But the fact is that that's all you're doing. You're not going to make any progress in your life. You're not going to be an interesting person enough to talk about things. What are you going to talk about? You're just going to talk about adult content? Oh, Lana Rhodes, her new video was fire, wasn't it? No one's going to mess with you if you're like that. So you need to gain some more experiences. And this girl sitting here, how many guys are going to really go and speak to her? What are they going to speak about? Exactly. There's nothing to speak about. And what I want to say is, do not be Krusty the Clown. Do not be a loser. That's why I say don't stand out. Because you don't need to do anything crazy. You don't need to be a dancing monkey. All you need to do is approach in a nice, coherent way. Make yourself known. Make your presence known. Because you're already standing out. You don't need to do some crazy stuff. On Tinder, yeah. Pickup lines. You probably need to do that to stand out. But You're already standing out. You're already at the front of the queue when you cold approach. Next thing is, don't expect anything and stop spitting game. I'm so tired of seeing these pickup lines. And you just need to approach regardless of the outcome. Now, most guys go in there thinking, oh, I want to smash. I need a yes. I need her to say yes. Oh my god, her body language is off. Oh my god, she's not touching her hair, doing the things that are signs of attraction, the indicators of attraction. Look, you don't need that. This makes you nervous and it's absolutely cringe. You're gonna be scratching your head like this guy. Like, damn, it's not going how I want. Pickup lines, don't do them. Stupid lines, don't do them. Hey mommy, hey, like, don't do that stuff. Look, you don't need to all this, hey shorty, are you a parking ticket, are you an angel from heaven? Don't do any of that. All you need to do is say hi. Make it simple. Look, simple. Less is more. Less is freaking more. Simply just talk, make observations, and invite her to be a part of your life. It's so simple. Look, I thought you were interesting. Your serve looks so great. How long have you been playing tennis? Oh really? Oh nice. I've just started. That's all you need to say. And then if the conversation goes well, say, oh, we should hang out sometime. That's it. It's not rocket science. And you can become confident. You can do that confidently. This is so much easier and it won't make you anxious the same way this does. The same way your parking ticket, because you don't know how that's going to go. That's a dice roll. That's a coin flip of what you can... In fact, that's a coin flip with 3 sides and only one side is good. That's less than 50-50. Or maybe you can say something like, wow, I read the same book. How far are you into it? Are you really going to do that? You don't need to say some crazy stuff like, oh, I love a girl that's smart. I love a girl that reads books. You don't need to do all that. Simply, oh, that book, oh, I love that series of books. Which one is that? Cool. And then you're not thirsty, you're not cringe, and it's not awkward for you and not awkward for her. And then that's it. Then you're going to be a great guy approaching. And then most guys are worried about rejection. And the fact is, rejection is actually the good part. Honestly, rejection is the part that makes this whole thing work. This is the part that really you gain more from. Because during a cold approach, you're actually getting XP. And I like to call it an XP farm. Because you're going to get rejected more times than you get accepted, let's be honest. And you're just farming XP. It's like in Minecraft, there's little dots. Each one of these is a rejection. Rejected. I got a boyfriend. I'm not single. You're ugly. I don't want you. You're 5'12". You're 5'8". I don't want you. Under 6 feet? No. Ugly. I don't mess with you. All those things are XP. All those things are crashes to your ego. Break your ego. Not everyone's gonna like you. It's like in League of Legends, the minions just gain XP, gain a bit of gold, gaining a bit of gold, kill each one, kill them. Just get rejected, break your ego, break each point in your ego and gain XP. Become more witty, become better with your lines, become better at opening the interactions. You're gonna be awkward at the start, you're gonna be lame at the start, you're gonna be some kind of loser. Damn, I feel like a loser. Oh, she said no. No one cares. No one cares but you. But the fact is, you need to not care. You need to not care. And that comes from experience. That comes through, damn, this isn't as uncomfortable as it seemed. And that's what I mean when I say you're gonna get more comfortable. Maybe still nervous, but comfortable nonetheless. And this is with girls, with friends, making new friends, going to new places you've never been before. Even, like, I used to be scared to ask a question in the library. I'd be like, oh, where's the 4th floor? Or where's the history section? I'd be scared to even say that. But the more I ask, the more I talk, the more I have interactions, the more I go about my day saying hi to random people. Hello, good morning. Oh, how's your walk? Oh, what breed of dog is that? You become more accustomed to people rejecting you, people ignoring you. And then it's a gain for you. Maybe to them, oh damn, that guy's a weirdo, but to you, it's a gain, a net gain. And the truth is, it's not about getting the girls. It's about being your best confident self, gaining confidence. And it's how you do it. You can start now. That's the whole point. Starting now, when you're not the best you, but you gain the confidence to become the best you, and develop yourself along the way. Because there's 2 methods you can take. You can say, oh, I'll approach her when I look better. I might be fat now. I might not be in shape now. I might not look my best now. But what if you do that? If you might be good at the gym. You might be good at gaining skills. You might get attractive, but you're still nervous. You still don't know how to approach women. You still have no confidence. You're still nervous as hell. Not comfortable in situations because you haven't been in them. You built your biceps, but you haven't built your mind to accept rejections. You have no proof that you can do it, that you can even get one number. Another thing you need to do is become interesting. Become an interesting guy. Have experiences. Go to different places. Go jet ski. Go to the local. Go somewhere you've never been before. Go to another town and go to the park. Go outside. Look, if you're having trouble, go outside. Pick a direction and walk. Walk out your door. Do you know these spinners from those board games? Do a spinner in a direction and walk that way for a couple miles. You might find something you never expected to find. And if all else fails, just pick a character and be him. When you approach anyone, you're gonna be Wolverine. Have that I don't care attitude. Be Fresh Prince. Be funny, charismatic, and charming. Not this Will Smith, but just pick a character. It can be from anime. It can be from a cartoon. It can be fictional. That's what I'm saying. Pick a fictional character and be that guy. Be James Bond. Shaken, not stirred. Like that. That's all you need to do. Because if not, what are you gonna talk about? You're gonna talk about this stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh is fire, but come on, like, what are you gonna talk about with girls? What experience do you have that makes you interesting? PlayStation 4? No one cares, bro. No one cares about you unless you have something to offer. And you become valuable when you have more experiences. We are our experiences. Like, right now you're like a phone without any applications on it. You only have the messaging app. You have no downloads. But when you have experiences, you download things. When you take experiences from these fiction that you watch and play, the video games you play, you're downloading information, downloading more substance to your personality. And you become comfortable. But you have to go for discomfort first. You're going to be nervous. You're going to have like times you're going to stutter. Like I stutter a lot naturally, but approaching a girl, I'm going to be even more nervous. But the fact is, you need to go for discomfort and then eventually, you'll be great. And I want to end with this statement that is really great. And it goes back to what I said at the start by, you have freedom. You can do what you want. You can listen to this if you want. I don't care. But the fact is, what you're not changing, you're choosing. Because the way you are in life, everything you've done up until now, everywhere you are, the fat on your stomach, the rolls on your stomach, still going to that job that you hate, no money in your account, overdue on the bills, have no friends, be lonely. It might not be your fault that you're there, but you're choosing it by staying the same. You're not changing anything about your life. You haven't made any effort, so why not just approach someone? Why not just do something to change your situation? Do something that all your friends are probably not going to do. They might clown you for saying, what? Why are you going on approaching girls? Why are you approaching an old lady in the park? But something has happened around here. That's a fact. Something has to happen in your life, just around here. Or else it's just going to be the same cycle your friends went through, the same cycle everyone went through in your town, in your neighborhood. You're going to stay there and rot, be the same guy, not attracting any new girls. Probably attract a 5 out of 10, a 4 out of 10. Get her pregnant, marry her. Is that really what you want, bro? If you don't care about your life, no one's going to care about it for you. No one's going to save you. It's up to you. I can't approach that girl for you. I can't blow her back out for you. Well, if you want me to, I can, but look, I can't blow her back out for you. I can't break her back. I can't make her smile. I can't take her on the date. Bro, it's all you. It's literally all you. And that's your choice. You can choose to be sad and lonely, fat, lonely, unattractive, on your own. Listen to Drake all night, Adele, sad music, just drowning in your own sorrows. Or you can choose happiness and abundance, friends, experiences, going to different places, having different people in your life, great people that love you, care about you, respect you. Bro, you can have it all. And the fact is, you have freedom to do what you want, but it's on you to choose better. Choose the better option. Choose the better lane to be in. What are you going to choose?